Hi, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to Salve Salento. And before we begin, I wanted to thank everyone who has watched the videos the live stream that we had the other day and posted your comments. It was really great. I plan to do another one really soon. And another thing is, if you like the channel, please click on the like and subscribe and become a member. The members are really helping us out. We're starting to get started and I really appreciate your support. So thank you. So today's video I wanted to talk about was getting a job in Italy. So I usually mention about retiring, right? Because that was our experience. But some people want to start to work in Italy and they might just want to move and not have the money to just retire and go live abroad. So I did a little research and I found a great website. It's called EnglishJobs.it. And they actually have a lot of listings for English speakers that they need over in Italy. And it's actually a great website to navigate. You can actually search for the job that you want to have or just the type of area that job is in, whether it's in travel or, whatever, engineering or something like that. Whatever that job title would be, you can search it and then search the region that you'd like to live or just put Italy in there and it'll come up with all of the jobs that are available. And if you decide that you want to work in Italy and obviously not retire, right? If you get the job first, you can then get a visa from that employer that will sponsor you to come over. And I think the minimum they said was about 6 months that visa is good for, and then you have to renew it. There's other ways to get a visa to work in Italy. If you are an independent contractor, if you're a digital nomad, there's other types of visas that you can get to be able to just come over to Italy and work. If you have your own job that you do and that you don't need to have somebody support you, you're able to do that. There's another great bonus that I found out, which is that if you decide that you want to open a business and you just don't want to live in the US anymore, it's getting too expensive, maybe it's getting too crazy, and you just say, you know what, I just want to try something new and, go abroad. I want to go, start a business in Italy. They have a website called Invitalia.it, and I'll put that down in the description of the video that you can look it up if you're interested. You don't need to be a resident of Italy yet to get funding to open your business. So it's open for people from the ages of 18 to 55. And you can start your own business with a few exceptions of things, but they were opening it up to include a broader amount of topics, disciplines that you can open up your business under. There's a few things that you're not allowed to open it up with, like if you just want to farm, you can't do that. But if you were opening up a business, like a retail business, in addition to farming or whatever, yes, that would be something that would be approved. So on that website, they'll actually give you assistance. They say if you have any questions or you need any help filling out the paperwork, there are a few papers to fill out. And then if you get accepted, then you move on to an interview process. And then if that gets accepted, then you're getting approved. And then you have 120 days, they said, if you're abroad, to get that visa to be able to come over. And then you would actually include this paperwork that they give you in your visa application and say, listen, I got approved for funding for my own business and I want to move to Italy to do it. And then they'll say, oh, okay, great. You're all done. And you be a shoo-in because that's what the whole program is really made for. You do get 50% of your investment for free. So if you decide that you want to start a business and you want to invest, say, $50,000 or $60,000 into your business, you can get 25,000 of it or 30,000 of it for free from the Italian government if you open it up in the South. So the name of the site is restoalsud.eu, and I'll put that down in the description. And you can, if you open up your business anywhere in the South, and it tells you all of the areas that it includes, that they will give you 50% that you don't have to pay back. And then the other 50% is financed through a bank at 0% interest. So that's really great for anyone that really, wants to open a business and might not have all of the capital, or might say, you know what, I only have this much, but I didn't know that they are going to be giving me money for free. And the reason is because they want more businesses to start in the South, and they want to bring more young people back. And I think this is a really great idea. We have kids, and I think that, one of our children might want to open a business one day. And this is actually a really, really great opportunity to be able to have your family, if you're deciding that you want to retire, and your family, they want to live there. Obviously, you can't force them and say, okay, I'm living here, now you have to come. But if they do want to live there and you're living there, now you can bring your family back together where they can work in Italy and you can live in Italy and retire in Italy and have everybody, be in the same place, which is a little difficult for us right now. But I know in the future that our kids will probably eventually come over in one form or another, if not there permanently, but for part of the year anyway. This is a really great opportunity to start a business. Maybe you're talented and you just can't find a job in the United States. You say, I'm a very talented artist, or I've always wanted to open up my own art shop where I display my art and sell my art. You can do that in Italy, and they'll pay you to do it. They allow American citizens to do it because there is reciprocity, where if Italians come to the US, they're able to open up businesses. So you have to be included in that reciprocity agreement, but the US is. So if you're in the United States and you want to open up a business, but maybe you just don't want to open it in the United States, and you want to, try something new, want to have a little adventure, be able to travel. This is definitely an option for you that I hope that if you didn't know about this, that maybe this can be some kind of a hope for change if you were deciding that maybe you didn't want to stay in the US anymore, or you're just not happy with the way everything is going, that it's so expensive. Florida used to be the state where everybody moved to because everything was the least expensive there. Less housing, less bills, less everything, and now it's getting to be the most expensive state in the US, probably next to California and New York, where I don't think that those states, the cost of living will ever go down in those states. But Florida's up there now, and this is, you can travel all over Europe. You can do your business if you're a freelancer. You need to have a physical location, so you have to actually physically open up a shop, whether it's a lease or a purchase of a property that you get, where you could pick up properties very reasonably in some of the smaller towns. If you're traveling around, you can just, lease a property or rent, and you'll get funding for that. That business money will help you with that, and then you can actually travel around and do your business if that's something that you needed to do. You find out in 60 days. So once you send that application in to that site, it's on Invitalia. They will let you know in 60 days. So you don't have to wait a very long time to find this out. So, I know that there's so many people that I know that would really love to work in Italy, or maybe they're not retired yet and they still want to work and they have talents, or they have a business that they run now. You can just open up a version of that business in Italy and continue doing the same thing that you're doing right now. And if you're not old enough to retire, right? If you're not 65, they'll allow this funding up till 55 years old. So I think it's a really great option for some people that maybe they said, I just can't afford to retire, but I love Italy and I really just don't want to stay in the US anymore, And this is an important point to make, that when I make these videos, this isn't anything about not loving the United States, because, we were born here, our family was born here, our parents, everyone was born here. We don't have anything bad to say about the United States. My father was in the military and service for the United States, and we're all very proud of that. But I think that the same thing that we're feeling is what a lot of other people are feeling, is that maybe there's not opportunity here anymore in the US. Maybe this isn't the land where the American dream can become a reality. You know, what is that dream now anyway? Is it working 45, 50 hours a week and having no life? You know, they don't live like that over in Europe. They enjoy life. And I think that there's a way to, if you don't agree and you're saying, you know what, I'm really having it hard here, there are options for you, and it has nothing to do with not loving the US. It's just that, you know, people need to go where they're going to be happy and maybe find opportunity for themselves and their family, and not feel like they're trapped and they have no other options, or they're just stuck in the cycle of working and going to work and being exhausted and not enjoying themselves. And it really, where you live really has a huge impact on how you live. Because since we've been here in the Virgin Islands, it is completely different. I mean, it's completely different from the United States, but it's, you know, 180 degrees from being in Italy. You know, nothing happens here really. And where we came from an environment where everyone was social and they love to go out, and it's really part of the culture to go out. Here, everything kind of locks up at 7, 8 o'clock at night, and we're not used to it. So we're really looking forward to going back to Italy and seeing all of our friends and people that were met there, and just being able to, you know, get back into the groove of being out and social and about, and not having to worry about, you know, no place being open at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night. That's usually when everything opens up. So again, I hope that this video helped you, and I really want to give some hope to the young people that we understand, you know, our generation understands that your generation doesn't have the same benefits that our generation did, where we could just go to school, come out and apply for a job and get a job. I know that it's very, very difficult for young people especially to get jobs, and especially if they're talented, where they feel like that maybe a regular job might not be the right fit for them. And that's a real personal, emotional issue that you want to work, right? You want to support yourself, but at the same time, you don't want to be miserable, you know, doing a job that you absolutely hate. So this really gives opportunity for young people to be able to maybe start something for themselves if they don't feel like they fit, you know, in the United States the way that things are going in the US. So again, I hope that this helped you. Don't give up hope. I know there's always seems like that there's not a silver lining on those clouds sometimes, but I can tell you that there is. And there's a lot of things, if you put your mind to it, you'll be able to find something that works for you. So again, please click on the like and subscribe if you like this video. And I'm glad that you could join me today. I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Ciao.